everyone, welcome to A Clean House with Muddy Boots, and today we are doing a deep clean of our fridge. I do these pretty regularly, and I usually know that one needs to be done when I forget what is in the fridge. If I go to plan out a grocery order and I can't remember what we have in the fridge, that's usually an indication that I need to do a deep clean, just to go through any products that we didn't use up during dinners or lunches, and just check what's expired, what's still good, and plan from there. I really hate seeing a product expire because it got forgotten about when it could have easily been eaten by anyone in our family. So I try to make sure to go through our fridge at least once a week when I'm planning out our grocery orders. And then I do a deeper clean where I take everything out like I'm doing now, at least once a month, maybe every other month. If I notice that our fridge shelves are really bad, like something was spilled on them or they're sticky, I'll actually take them completely out and wash them down in our bathtub because our kitchen sink is just a little too small. But they were not that bad this time, so I decided just to wipe them down in the fridge because it is a bit of a hassle to take them out and put them in the bathtub. And I'm just using the Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaning spray to do this. So as I was cleaning the bottom rack here, I noticed that the vent tray at the bottom of the fridge was really dusty and dirty, and so I wanted to give that a wipe down. But as I was wiping it down, I wasn't really able to get into all the crevices, and I had seen that other people have been able to take this off, so I do fiddle with it for a bit, and I do eventually get it off. And then I'm just going to wash this with some Dawn Power Wash in our sink. And yeah, that's really gross. If you have not ever looked at the vent on the bottom of your fridge, I would suggest you go check that out. It gets really gross, and even inside here, there was a lot of dust that I later on take a vacuum and get in there to clean it up. So when we made the change from disposable straws to reusable straws, I had bought all these like wire brushes to clean the straws out. But the wire brushes I felt were so useful that I actually bought some additional ones for cleaning purposes. And I'm using one right now just to get into all these little crevices with the vent, and it worked perfectly. So I did get a separate set of these wire brushes for cleaning. I use them for the drains, and they've come in so handy, and I use them throughout my entire home. So here I am just taking the vacuum and getting underneath the fridge and making sure that it's all cleaned out. I do actually later pull out the fridge completely, so underneath the fridge will get a good cleaning. And then here I'm just putting the vent back, and you may notice I'm putting it on backwards at first, but I do figure it out and flip it around and it looks really good.
At the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing into the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy,
So now I'm just starting on the freezer, and I think that this was the most satisfying job for me to do because I find our freezer is always so full. And I mean, we have an additional freezer in our basement that we use for the bigger items, but I don't know what it is. There's just so much random crap that was in this freezer. There was like ends of bread that we probably aren't going to use. There was old bananas that, I mean, I had originally frozen because I was like, oh, I'll make banana bread muffins. And that's just, it never happened. So it was just so good to get this all cleaned out. And I just love how organized it feels at the end. And it just, we have so much more space for things. And I just love how I can open up the freezer and see exactly what's inside and just know what I need. Now I'm just going to pull the fridge out so that I can clean behind it and underneath it. And this is really something that you should be doing at least a couple of times a year, because there are vents at the back of the fridge and you really don't want them clogged, because that's when you start getting into issues where your fridge just isn't working properly. And then it could be a fire hazard as well. So you just want to make sure that you're doing that. You can see, I'm going to get in right close here. Our vent is not completely clogged, but it is quite dusty. And I probably did this, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. So it hasn't been that long. So they do clog up pretty quickly. So if you haven't done this in over a year, I would definitely pull out your fridge, check out your vents. And that isn't the only vent. There is another vent on the other side, which also wasn't too bad. So you just want to make sure that you're getting in there and cleaning that out. I mean, these appliances aren't cheap, and we would love for them to last a long time. And these are little ways that you can prolong the life of your appliance by making them run more efficiently. Now, once I'm done vacuuming, I did notice that the floor was a little sticky, so I'm just going to get down and give it a good scrub. Now to finish off, I'm just going to wipe down the outside of the fridge, and first I just use an all-purpose cleaner just to get anything sticky. I mean, I've got young kids, there's always something sticky on the fridge. So I'm just using an all-purpose cleaner just to get that stuff off, and then I'm going to go in with Wiseman stainless steel cleaner just to buff it out and give it that extra shine. And that will bring us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining me today while I do this fridge deep clean. I hope I was able to motivate you to do a project within your home, or even provide you with some helpful tips and tricks. I mean, that vent at the bottom of the fridge, I didn't even know that was a thing until maybe 6-7 months ago. So hopefully I was able to provide you with some information like that. If you haven't yet, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and like this video down below. I put out cleaning motivational content and deep cleans just like this, as well as how-tos and decluttering videos. Oh, that freezer door, oh man, I love it so much. It just looks so much better than what it did before. I appreciate you all so much for being here with me, and until next time, bye!